Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video in The Sims 4. Today we are building a brand new family home, and I don't know why I went this way, but this is what we came up with. You saw it in the title and the thumbnail. This is gonna be a country style contemporary family home. I don't know what else, how to explain it another way, because this is kind of a like barn. There's a whole barn attached to the house, and there's the whole like vibe of like country home with the whole porch, and I feel like it's very country, but also at the same time it is contemporary and a little bit more modern, especially like in the interior design. I think that's very like on the more contemporary side. So I guess this is like a meeting, a nice marriage of the two versions of the house, and this is what I came up with. If you want to download this house, it is up on the gallery. Right now you can use my ID, which is Simmuz like here on YouTube, or an hashtag Simmuz as well, and yeah, it's up on the gallery. You can download it. It has a lot of packs because I didn't restrict myself, because I did build this house on a 50 by 50 the twin oracle point lot in Newcrest, which is a very pretty, in my opinion, 50 by 50 that we have in Newcrest, and this is what came out, and I'm very proud of it. I actually really like it, and in the end it turns out into a gorgeous family home. It has 5 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. I'm saying 4.5 because there's a half bathroom, and what else? Oh, there is like a nice solarium area, like a nice reading plant area in the house. There's a nice actually, there's 2 main living spaces, living rooms I'm gonna call them. One is like a bit more the typical living room with the TV and everything. The other one is a little bit more of a playroom for kids, since this is a family house. There is a garage. There is a computer space that's like with a beautiful like computer. You're gonna see that hopefully in the footage. I also did cut out so much footage. This is sped up 10 times, and I also like cut out, I'm gonna say, more than half of what I recorded, and this is what I came up with. So if there are spaces that are a little bit like weird because there's not much continuity between this part and the next part, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I had to do it just to make the house fit in a decently sized video, because this video is already 20 minutes long, a little bit more than 20 minutes actually, and I didn't really want to go over that. I could have gone for 30, but I was gonna watch a 30-minute split build. So I think this is a good middle way. At the end, you're gonna see all the stuff that's in the house in the screenshots anyway, so just stay tuned for the screenshots, or you can scroll at the end of the video. Like most of the end of the video is screenshots, because I have like 100 screenshots, since this house is so massive and there's so much stuff to do. But I really like how it looks, and my favorite part of this house, I know it's gonna be weird, but it's the terrain painting that the terrain editing and painting that I did. You can see I raised up a little bit of terrain on this side just to make the barn level with the ground, while the rest of the house is a little bit of a foundation, so it's a little bit higher. But what is coming up with like the whole coloring the terrain, I really like that. And yeah, right now I was choosing the windows and the stuff to use, the doors. I struggled a little bit. I decided to go with university windows and the doors for the main part of the house. A couple of more regular base game windows, I think in the end I go with, for the little like side piece that connects the house to the barn that I'm working on right now. And the barn has snowy escape windows, because I feel like the snowy escape windows that we got, those are very pretty, and they work very well for a barn as well. So I did go with those. Also, which is something I never do, this house is on the first level of the house is middle height for the walls, which is something I never do. I always prefer the lower height, just because it works so much better with doors and windows and everything. So it was a little bit of a struggle to find the right windows and the right doors, just because of the fact that I had to choose the ones that would fit the wall height, but I think it looks pretty good in the end, and I actually really like it. And you see, I'm just already doing some terrain painting even before working on the inside of the house. But from the inside of the house, you're gonna see it well in the screenshots as well. There's gonna be three main entrances, I guess. The one from the garage, of course, so the big door at the garage, you can come in. There's the front door right at the center of the house, and that connects directly to the living room. If you go straight in front of you, there's the door to the living room. Otherwise, you can go left and you would go to the stairs that go up to the other floor, to the top floor. And through that room where the stairs are, you can also connect to the side room. I'm gonna call it, I think it's called mud room. If I'm not mistaken, that is the entrance to the kitchen, which is the entrance in the little like part side where it connects the two side of the house. I'm gonna call them the actual house at the barn. Yeah, so there's three main entrances, and those are connected. And as well, there are other exits from the other side, but those of course go into the backyard, so I'm not counting that an exit. So I think this house in the end comes up with like 4 or 5 exit points. I think something like that. I think a little bit more than actually 6 or 5 access points. And I'm working on the inside, and I'm doing this little like sunken living rooms like kind of moment. I think in the end it looks pretty cute. It was kind of an experiment, so I don't know if you guys agree and like it. If you do, please let me know in the comments, just because it was a little bit of an experiment. So let me know if you think it turned out nicely or if I should have done something different. You're gonna see it especially well in the screenshots. I did take like 2 to 4 screenshots for each room. So except for the bathrooms, because the bathrooms are kind of boring, so there are like gonna be like a couple screenshots for those. Also, the bathrooms are all kind of the same, but the rest of the house I did take a lot of screenshots just to show all the little details that I added. I really wanted this house to feel lived in, and actually that actual people, Sims, are actually using this house. Since this is a family home, I feel like that's kind of necessary to do, and I really like doing it. I also like going the other way and make it feel like it's maybe dressed up for potential buyers. You know, like when they create a house, when they build a house and then they furnish it just for the buyers to see it furnished, even though it doesn't come with the furnishing. I don't know exactly how would you would call that, but that's like something that actually happens when you buy a new house. Unless maybe they also might give you the furniture if it's in a contract, or also even just not have any furniture. But you know, it's something that happens. So I didn't want to go that way with this house. I really wanted to feel like people are actually living in this, and hopefully I did pretty good. Especially I really like placing a lot of toys around, since this is a house for a family, and it's gonna have other than a master bedroom, 4 bedrooms. One is gonna be for a toddler, 1 for a child, and 2 for teenagers. So I feel like that's gonna be a pretty fun thing. So this room right here that I'm working on right now, this is gonna be the solarium area where you can go out and read on this couch, and it's full of plants. It's like kind of a greenhouse, but it is attached to the house itself. But you can see there's like all the big windows, and it's full of plants. So I feel like it would make sense for this little area to be like that. And this is gonna be the dining and kitchen area. And you can see I did use some platforms in this house other than in the living room, because right here, if you notice, you cannot really see it right now, but next to the kitchen there is the other room that connects to it through that big arched, it's not even an archway, it's just a missing wall, that is raised up. So I try to use platforms here and there. I really like the addition of platforms in game, and I really like using them, so that's why I did it. And yeah, I'm trying to right now understand how to make this look decent and fun, trying to make the colors work, trying to make the layout work. And I really wanted the dining table to be right next to these big windows at the back of the house, just because I feel like when you're dining, it's fun to have that just in front of you and see the garden. I feel like that's fun. And here is the other living room area that I was talking about, and this is more of a play room. As I was saying, we can see that there's more toys around, and the children can maybe hang out here while the parents are in the kitchen cooking, and the parents can check out on the children since the kitchen is right next to it. I feel like it's a pretty nice idea. And yeah, changing up this couch just to make it a little bit less invasive, just because three full couches was a little bit too much. But I think this works out pretty well. And this we're working on the garage now, and I placed the woodworking table and the candle making table as well. So there are a lot of skill building items in this house. That's something also that I really wanted to do. So if you download this house, there's going to be a lot of skill building that you can do, and you can just go around the house and find all the stuff that I placed. But I think there's going to be an easel as well. It's full of computers everywhere. I think there's like two or three computers. There's of course the kitchen where you can do the cooking. There is a big garden area where you can do gardening, and in the solarium as well you can do gardening. Here you can do woodworking, and you can do the candle making. And what else do I have? I have so many guitars because I did make a room for like a music prone talented kid that plays the guitar. So of course that room is full of guitars. And I think that's maybe, oh, there's a lot of aquariums as well. I don't know if that's related to a skill in any way, though. I don't think it is. I don't think there's any skill like that. But also, I didn't place anything for an eventual pet, but there is definitely the space to place the stuff for an eventual pet. So if you want to have a pet as well, you can totally do that. You just need a little pet bed, and if you want a cat, you can get a place for the cat to poop. And yeah, basically you're done, because also you have a giant garden as well, so you can also use that to create like a training area if you have a dog. I think this house would work perfectly for a pet. So this room right here, this bedroom is the first bedroom we're making, and this is for a teenager. It is in the barn actually, so it's not in the main part of the house. So I feel like this room would be for the older sibling, so they would get this room a little bit away from the rest of the family so that they have their space, I guess. And this is gonna be the room for the guitar player. So you can see I'm placing a lot of guitars, the radio, and the Moschino stuff. I think it looks pretty dope, and it's very like, I don't know, music oriented. I mean, of course it is. It's a room for a player of guitar. Here we are working on the next bedroom then. This is for a child, but also I did place a computer in it, so you can obviously take that out and put it in another of the kids' room if you don't want your child to have a computer. But I wanted this child to have a computer because I think like this child is gonna be into more the techie kind of stuff, so that's kind of the vibe that I was going for. It doesn't really read in the room, but that's in my mind, of course, that's where I was going with. I think the room is just a nice little children room. This room right here is gonna be the toddler room. It's just a nice little toddler room with a little sitting area for the parent. So if a parent wants to like take a nap there, or just check on the child while they're sleeping or playing, they can sit there and check it out. And it's a nice little room, nothing crazy. Some shelves right here. Just it's a fun room, nothing crazy. But I really like it. I think it's super cute, and I tried not to make it too pink, but in my mind this toddler is a girl, so I went with pink. But at the same time, pink is not a color for, oh my god. I'm being too normative in my buildings. This bedroom right here, this is gonna be the painter's room, so this is gonna be the other teenager in my mind, and this is of course for a bit more of a person that's art oriented. You can see there's an easel, and I'm placing some decoration right after, because of course you need a decor, because this is a Sims house and you cannot have an empty spot. But yeah, I actually really like this bedroom as well. I really like the colors that I chose, very blue and calming. I think it works super nicely. And of course a desk, because every child in this house has their own desk. I think that's very important, so they can all do their own homeworks in their bedrooms. If you want to use this house, they can definitely use the desks and everything. This is the master bedroom, and this should be the last bedroom. This also, the master bedroom has an ensuite, you can see right there in the corner. So it's a little bit of a luxury, you know, it's a little bit of a luxe, expensive master bedroom. I think it's cute, nothing crazy. I like the colors, I think it works pretty nicely, and it's cute. I just think it's cute. Nothing crazy, nothing much to say about this bedroom actually. And actually, I think we are almost done with the build. We're just gonna do a little bit of the garden outside. There's a lot of plants that I'm placed, and I think I cut most of it out. But you're gonna see the screenshots, of course. You can see in the screenshots at the end how much stuff there's gonna be in this house. I think it's super pretty, and I actually really enjoy it. And of course, balconies as well. Not the balconies, the patios. Sorry. I think those pretty nice. I added some seating areas, nothing crazy, just to, you know, enjoy the sun if you want to go out and you know, bathed in the sun. There's not gonna be a pool, which is something that I usually always put in a big house, especially, but for this one I decided not to. So, you know, kind of crazy, I know. And you can see right here I was starting with the bushes and I'm placing bushes everywhere, trying to make the landscaping look pretty natural. It is maintained. I think it's not like overgrown or anything, but I think like it's very natural feeling, nothing like too manicured, or like they take care of it, but it's not like their main focus. And also I am placing a nice campfire right next to the barn with some seating so they can sit there next to the campfire, lit the campfire, have their like night stories, especially the children. I imagine they can go there and talk and hang out, and there's a cooler as well. I don't know, it's a nice little area. Doing some more terrain painting, and I think we're almost done. I think we're going to the screenshots right now, just in a second. Oh, of course, lights, because we needed lights outside, of course. Yeah, and then we're gonna go to the screenshots, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here are the screenshots. This is the outside of the house. This is the front. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys like it as well. You can let me know, obviously, in the comments if you like this house, and if you want to download it as well. It is up on the gallery right now. You can just use my ID Silly Simmuz like here on YouTube, but without spaces, or use hashtag Silly Simmuz as well, and you should find it easily. And this is the inside of the house. This is the entrance, and this is the living room. I really like this living room. I think it's so cool that it's synced in. I don't know, I feel like it's such a nice little detail. It's one step down, so Sims should be able to go up and down without any issue. And this is one of the bathrooms. Just so, since there wasn't any footage of the bathroom, you can see a little bit how they're made. And this dining room, oh my god, I love it so much. It's so pretty. I don't know, I really like it. Kitchen is cute, nothing crazy. And this is the room that right next to, that connects to the stairs, and then through the door it connects to the kitchen. This is the entrance from the kitchen, and this is the last living area right here. There's the half bathroom right behind that door, and here is the garage. Nice. A car. I also placed a car. It doesn't work, but it's a car. So just so you know, there is a car. Don't be scared. And this is the solarium, my favorite room in my opinion. It's so pretty. I would love to go there and like relax and read a book or edit. I don't know, I think like would be so calming. And here are the bedrooms. I talked about those extensively already. But I really enjoyed this house. I hope you guys liked it as well. I really hope you guys do, because I really enjoyed it. And I think this is basically it for this house. I am gonna just say that if you have any like thoughts of a build that you want me to do, leave them in the comments down below, because I'd love to do more builds. I am kind of inspired right now, so I am doing some other stuff, some other videos. I have some stuff in mind already, so don't worry if you don't have anything in mind. I do have a list of videos that I want to do, but just saying, if you want to see me build anything, just leave me like a comments down below, and I would love to do that, because I'd love to, I don't know, do something different, because I always do houses, and maybe I should stop doing houses for a little bit. But this house was so pretty, I couldn't not. It was in my mind. I don't know what inspired me exactly. but it came into my mind and I was like, I need to finish this build, and I did. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, put on notifications so that you know when the next video is coming out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. If you want to check out my merch and my other social medias, all the links are in the description. Don't forget to leave a like to the video because it helps me out, and subscribe. I guess this is it. Thank you so much, and bye bye.